What is up, my peeps? Joshua Smith here at GSD Studios with another weekly Leveling Up episode. Today, guys, I'm here to talk to you about what to do when shit hits the fan. What to do and how to bounce back so it doesn't take you off your game. So real quick though, before I jump into today's content, if you were watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button, then hit that bell so that way you are alerted every time we upload one of these great videos so you don't miss out on future content. If you're listening to this anywhere on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, listening to this anywhere audio, make sure to give us a 5-star rating review and make sure to share the podcast, right? If you guys are finding value in these, make sure to share. It's how we grow the show, and we truly, truly appreciate all of your support. Also, if you are in the real estate industry, if you're a real estate agent, team leader, or brokerage owner looking to take your business to the next level, make sure to check out my MasteryBootcamp.com. MasteryBootcamp.com. It's my personal coaching and mentorship program. You can schedule a call there. This is by private invitation only, but on there you can schedule a call and see what it's like to get yourself inside that program. Schedule that discovery call, learn more about what it's about. Zero pressure on there, you guys, just to see if it's a fit for you and if you're a fit for the program, and then we'll take it from there. All right, you guys, so again, what to do in life, in business, when shit hits the fan, and how to bounce back so it doesn't get you totally off course. The first thing that I want to say is we got to deal in realities. And the reality is, you guys, shit comes up. And it comes up typically when we are not expecting it. You know, life isn't always just in a perfect rhythm. You're going to have times where got a big project due, boom, you get sick, whatever it may be. And you know, a lot of times with these leveling up series, I like to create the content when it's fresh, like something that just happened to me or I'm experiencing right now in my life, and make it as relevant as possible. And this is something that just happened to me. So about 2 weeks ago, got to the point where I had to put my dog down. And, you know, it's one of those tough things that for those of you that have dogs or have had dogs in the past, it's just an inevitable thing that unfortunately they become such great parts of our families, great family members, if you will, but their lives are shorter, right? So that day can come. And so I had to put my dog down on that Monday. And that's tough enough to do emotionally, plus it takes time out of the day to go do that. I mean, that's a hard day. Well, I also have this 85-pound dog that he no longer can walk. He's almost 16 years old, getting to the point where he can't walk. It's time. So I got to carry him into the truck, carry him into the vet. And while I'm in there, I don't know if it was the awkward position I was in or what happened, but right afterwards, I threw out my back really freaking bad. Yeah, right? Now, I had a normal work week schedule. And getting ready then that following week to fly out of town to go speak up in Oregon to a group, a buddy of mine that owns 17 brokerages up there, and speak to his agents at all their annual event. So I'm having to get prepped for that, plan for that, you know, with all this travel. And dude, my back, when I'm saying it was out, I mean, it's exactly 2 weeks to the day, and this is why I'm standing right now during this podcast region. I'm sitting. I still can't physically sit. Today is really the first day that I'm able to somewhat function where the pain's manageable. I think I'm going to get through a full work day. You know, right? So with this, I still got to get all the shit done that I got to get done. You know, my coaching that I do, plus I'm running my real estate team, plus I'm, you know, just doing all the regular stuff. Now, on top of that, my wife gets bronchitis. So she's out of commission for like almost 2 full weeks. Then my son's coach, he has to travel for business, so I got to step up and coach his basketball team in the middle of all this stuff, right? And this isn't oh, poor me, poor Josh. I'm not sharing this for that, right? I'm not sharing this to get sympathy out of you guys, right? Just to share with you, like, we all go through the shit, yeah, right? So what do we do, though, during these moments? As an example, when I'm in Oregon for the speaking event and speaking when I was gone for that week, yeah, I'm having to ice my back for like 4 hours a day just to be able to function and get through the speaking event. But I still had stuff that I have to do, right? So let me just kind of break down what I go through during these times, because not everything can get done when we go through these times. So the first step is you got to know your data. And I'm going to speak to business here, but this can apply to any aspect of our lives, right? Because all of our lives, we have shit going on in all of our lives, right? But specifically to business, this is where knowing your data, knowing your numbers becomes so important, right? Because the reality is, and I always use the analogy of an airplane. An airplane spends 90% of its time in the air readjusting the nose to the target. And why? because of turbulence. It's going on course, and all of a sudden turbulence knocks it off, has to course correct, and it's just doing one of these, right? Well, we have turbulence in life. Just shit comes up in life. You get sick, your kid gets sick, whatever happens, those things are inevitable. They're going to happen. So how do you, or maybe you take a vacation, or whatever it may be, that we have these disruptions, right? Well, when I know the data, I know what needs to be done on a yearly basis. I'm breaking this down. You can watch previous videos on this, business planning for all this, you guys. But I know my data in my business, so I know what must happen on a yearly basis, what must happen on a monthly basis, a weekly basis, then a daily basis, right? So if I'm out of commission for a day or for a week or whatever that may be, I then can readjust the numbers. That's me being the airplane. I just got thrown off for turbulence and recourse correcting, right? So I can make up for that data and the tasks that I need to do, right? So that's really, really important. You got the path is in the math, you guys, especially when it comes to business, or really all things, but especially when it comes to business, the path is in the math. So when you know, let's just say you're in real estate and you know how many dials you must make each and every day and each and every week, right? And every month and throughout the year. You know how many daily conversations, how many appointments you must set, right? When you get sick, let's just say you're sick and laid up for 3 days and you can't do anything, right? Okay, well now you're able to recalculate, recourse correct, and get back on course, right? Then from there though, what I try to do is I identify my most vital priorities throughout each and every day. So when I'm out of commission, like I just was somewhat, still trying, like, okay, last week when I was in Oregon to speak, okay, well, I got to show up and speak. I got paid to go up there and speak, right? A lot of people are depending on me to go up there and deliver. So I had to do that, right? But then I made a list of things in my business, again, my most vital priorities that needed to get done during those days or that week, right? Not everything can get done, man. I was having to rest and plus travel and whatever, so I couldn't approach everything. So as an example, I'm redesigning right now. We're getting the whole new GSD Mode website completely revamped, completely redone, working with a web development team to do that, right? Well, they kind of got put on a hold. They kind of got put on hold because they were needing reviews and shit for me, right? Well, that wasn't a most vital priority that I could get done or needed to get done there. It sucked that project had to get delayed slightly, but that's not going to make or break my business, right? So I decided, okay, hey, that's one thing that as soon as I get healthy and I get back in the office, okay, I'll tackle that thing then, right? So I just make a list of, okay, what are the most vital priorities that I have to do each and every day that need to get done, and I do the minimum things that have to get done. Not that I'm not paying attention to all the things that have to get done, but those will get back done when I'm back in the office. So in an example, when I take a vacation, right? I work every single day. I never take a full day off. Now that doesn't mean that, and I'm not saying that you need to prescribe this. Maybe you're somebody that needs a full day off or whatever, but here's what I've realized for me. When I go on vacation, again, I identify what those most vital priorities are. So it might be me working 90 minutes a day or 2 hours a day. But when I do that, it allows my business to not get fully out of whack. So then when I get back to the business 2 weeks later, a week later after that vacation, it's not like I'm having to restart over or my business is just fucked, right? I make sure to do those couple hours a day of things. Like I said, it might be 1 hour to 2 hours a day. I do the same thing on weekends, any day off, if you will. Those are the most important things that continue moving the needle forward for that day. And it's going to be different for each and every one of you depending on what business that you're in and what stage of business that you're in. But I'm identifying what those things are, right? Like when I was in real estate production, meaning a real estate agent, individual agent, I was doing deals myself before I grew my team. Though every day it was okay. I had to make sure my lead generation was happening every single day. My lead follow-up was happening every single day. And I was setting appointments each and every day. And then I might have had to do some client nurture updates for clients, whatever, each and every day throughout that. And I might be able to, on a vacation, knock that out in 2 hours. Right? Again, it's not the same as me being back in the office where I can give those things more time and energy, but I'm doing the minimum so my business doesn't get too far off a course. Right? Then when I get back in the office, or before I get back in the office, I recreate a plan. Okay, what got done when I was gone? What got done when I was on vacation? What were the things that did get done? What got missed? And now let me, just like the airplane having to course correct 90% of the time in the air, let me reevaluate this and identify and create a week plan or a 2 week plan to make sure that I get caught up and I'm back on course, right? So I can still make sure that even though I'm taking vacation or get sick or have to take time off or life disrupts me, right? Whatever, I can stay on track. So the dude sitting behind the camera, Metzger, who you can't see right now, he's getting ready to go in for a big surgery. We were just talking before he hit the record button, right? He doesn't just do the GSDMO podcast. He does all the filming for our real estate teammates, real estate agent partners on the team, right? Well, he's getting with all of them before he leaves. Hey, let's bank this content. What content do you need released, right? Let's go out there and bank, shooting 3, 4, 5 videos a week before he goes in for surgery and he's out for a month, right? So he's able to go out there and plan this stuff methodically, bank that content, where then he can go out and rest and get recuperated, and his business isn't thrown fully out of whack, right? And it doesn't disrupt other people's business as well. So success is it's in that planning. The other cool thing then too is, let's just say I am sick, right? I wasn't physically ill or sick. If you want to consider, throwing out your lower back injury, being sick, you can, I guess, include that. But or when I'm on vacation, by working that 2 hours a day or 90 minutes a day, however much time it takes, that allows me to enjoy then the rest of the day. Now I'm not fucking stressed. If I didn't check in, let's just say I want to take off this Sunday, but I don't check in, I don't do that hour or whatever little bit of most vital priorities, man, it's going to be tough for me to enjoy the rest of the day because I'm going to be stressed and thinking about that stuff, right? So I'll work 2 hours on a vacation early in the morning before the family gets up, whatever, so then I can go enjoy 14 hours or 12 hours of fun with the frickin' family and be fully present and enjoy that, right? And not have the stress during my vacation, that day off, where I'm freaking out about the business I'm losing, the opportunities that I'm losing, the mountain of crap I got to come back to, whatever it may be, right? So this is what I personally do to constantly be course correcting, right? So when shit hits the fan, what do I do to make sure to get back on course as quickly as possible and hopefully not to veer off course too far, so we can bounce right back. So this is my personal strategy. So I hope that you guys find this helpful. You take it day by day, and I promise you, if you implement this and follow this, it will have a huge impact on your business and life, allow you to enjoy more time off, enjoy more vacations, right, and whatever, and be able to bounce back more effectively. All right, guys, again, so make sure, before we hang up here, make sure to check us out at gsdmo.com, which is the hub for the podcast, where you can see more great content like this, plus our podcast interviews, plus we have a ton of free tools, resources, all of that fun stuff. If you're in real estate, make sure to check out masterybootcamp.com, my personal coaching and mentorship program, hands down the most effective and affordable coaching platform in the industry. Also, make sure to, the last thing I want to say is make sure to check out my 3-hour in-depth real estate agent masterclass at growmyrealestatebusiness.com, which is me walking you through all the lessons that I've learned, the top lessons learned in my 15-year-long career now, and all the things that I've done and I'm currently doing to become the one of the number one real estate agents and team leaders on the planet. All 100% free, give you what you need to have success while you're on the training. Plus I give you all the guides, all the resources, directions, instructions of what to do and implement when that free training is done, so you can implement what you just learned and go out there and continue to grow your business and grow your life and continue kicking ass. Well, I thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this content and keep kicking ass, and I'll see you soon. Peace.